Hey everybody. Oh, welcome to the channel if you're new here. Hello. I got more Jell-o. I got 5 boxes of Jell-o, and I've got some unflavored gelatin, and Sunday is Easter. I told my mother I'd bring a Jell-o ring. So we're going to attempt to make a stained glass or broken glass Jell-o. And what that is it'll have, like, you know, bright colors of Jell-o supposed to be floating in kind of a creamy gelatin ring. So we're gonna give it a shot. Tonight, all I'm doing is just making the sheets of Jell-o. That's all I'm doing. Gonna get that made, refrigerated, and then tomorrow we'll do the next part. All right, we are in the process right now of making our Jell-o layers. So we are going to start with the red layer. Measure out 3/4 of a cup of boiling. Make sure it's boiling water, because if it's not boiling, your gelatin and sugar will not dissolve entirely, and if it does not dissolve entirely, then your Jell-o won't set and you'll end up with that fail like I had in the last video, which I'll put a card for here. So I'm gonna get my whisk and I'll pour the boiling water into the raspberry. And get that. We're just gonna keep stirring this until all the sugar and gelatin are completely dissolved. And okay, now pour 3/4 of a cup of ice water. Give that a stir. Now, any dishes that you're going to put this into, you're gonna hit with a little cooking spray. So this first layer, I'm just gonna put in my pie pan because I had my pie pan out. And that will make a nice little layer of Jell-o. Okay, so now we're gonna do our orange layer. I think it works better if you do the hot water first. This is my decision now that I've done the raspberry layer, not doing the raspberry layer first. It was just harder to get all of the stuff off the bottom. I'm gonna add 3/4 of a cup of cold water. And give that another stir. And pour the Jell-o into there. Oh, make another tray of Jell-o cubes this way. Okay, into the fridge and onto our lemon layer. So now we add our 3/4 of water. Oh, there we go. I'm getting better at this. Yeah. So we just got to do the blue one and we're all set. Okay, we put this in here. These will go in the fridge until tomorrow. Our 5 different flavors of Jell-o are out of the fridge from being in there overnight, and we're going to make our milky gelatin layer that all of these hopefully will be suspended in if we do this right. So I'm going to get that ready now. First thing we're going to do is put a 1/2 cup of cold water into this bowl, and then we are going to sprinkle 3 packets of unflavored gelatin. I'm using Knox over the top, and we're going to let that bloom. Okay. Okay, well that blooms. I'm going to, and it's almost there already. Another couple of minutes. I'm going to make sure that I have, well, make sure my water is hot. So we're going to get 1.5 cups of boiling water. So our gelatin has almost bloomed completely. There's just some dry spots. Alright, so now that our gelatin has bloomed, I'm going to add boiling water to this and then stir it until it dissolves. Whisk. Okay. Just going to keep stirring this until it all dissolves. So we're just about dissolved. So now we're going to wait for this to cool down just a slight touch, and then we're going to add our sweetened condensed milk. So just a couple minutes. Now we're going to add in 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk. Not evaporated milk, sweetened condensed milk. You want this to be sweet. All right. Going to add our milk. Ooh, look at that! That was fun. So this is going to be like a milk Jell-o. So there is our milk gelatin layer. Now we're just going to leave this until it gets a little cooler. Now we're going to put this to the side. And we're going to pull up our 5 trays of rainbow. Okay, so I've got my 2 Jell-o molds prepared. And I'm going to cut these up into all little cubies and then put them in the molds. So now I'm going to cut this into little cubies and little... Ooh. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's being crunched up and put into a different mold anyway. I'm not trying to be perfect here about this by any stretch. Four and 5. Okay. Now we're going to transfer all these little Jell-o cubes into our 2 molds. Actually, yeah, we're going to do orange first. I have a little, OCD here. I have to keep reminding myself that I do not have to go in rainbow order. There's nothing that says I have to go in rainbow order besides my brain wanting me to. This orange layer is so weird. It's too soft, which means the gelatin didn't do what it was supposed to, which means I didn't get the water hot enough. So there they are, filled with Jell-o. So let's grab our... Wait, I don't want to use this spoon. Okay, let's grab our spoon and spoon this milky stuff on here and see what happens. Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's melting a little, so it's still a little too warm. Oops. Alright, well, we'll let it cool a little bit before we add it to the next one, I guess. Just to be on the safe side. So now we're going to try the big one, and I have made sure that the milk gelatin is cool enough. So hopefully we won't have the issue like we did with the last one. So now we've got our cool... So now let's spoon our milk gelatin into our fruit cubes, and hopefully we will see this work. I would like to see this work. Oh, they're starting to float. Oh, cool, look at that. They're starting to float. Oh, it's working. It's going to be a little overdone, but it's working. All right, cool. Look at that. There we go. Okay. Oh. There it is. That is very full, but I'm very happy with it. because it's not melting like the last one was. And we've got little bits of orange and stuff floating through there, but that's okay. I think that'll make it look cooler. Okay, so we're going to put this in the fridge, and when it has fully cooled, we will try to unmold it. So I have a feeling that the first one I made, the family will enjoy, and this will be the one I bring to Easter. Hello, peoples! Okay, it's time to demold this lovely Jell-O and find out how much of it actually melted. I think I got a good rainbow going on here. Alright. It feels firm. Alright, so 10 seconds into the water. Oh no, the second hand on my clock is gone. Alright. Pull that out. Grab a rag and dry it off. Okay. And now we're going to flip. Ready? Oh, it demolded. There was no issue with that. Hope this turns out okay, because I have no idea. And, oh! This is so pretty. Even though the colors mixed in because it melted, this is a really pretty Jell-O mold. Okay, here it goes. This looks good.
I like how you twisted the flower right to me.
I didn't even realize I did that. Okay. Oh, that's kind of big, but that's alright. We can get a plate. Okay, and... Oh, look at that! Oh, let me get it up right. There we go. What do you think?
It's really nice. Super colorful.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Jiggle.
To unmold. And it looks like it didn't bleed as much as the first one, so we're going to find out.
Yes.
Oh, actually, that's the fun part. I mean, I hate advertising, but it's Tupperware, and Tupperware is kind. Oh.
Yeah, that came out nice and easy.
And it's almost perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Covered
I think this is like my most perfect Jell-O mold at this point. Sarah's here. She's off camera eating celery.
And then she was going to witness the cutting of
the Jell-O. Alright, what should I cut? Should I cut with oranges? Or... Okay. I'm just going to cut that right now. Whoop. Okay. This is the part I hate because I didn't have to touch it. There we go. Oh. Isn't that pretty? So there it is, the broken glass Jell-O.
It is very difficult to balance to keep it firm.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Thanks for watching. For more beloved Christmas content like this, hit the subscribe button and make sure those notifications are turned on so you don't miss a thing.